Hmm?
Fight on! Ready! Fight! Lock out! Triple! Solid! Lock out! Quad combo! Awesome Supreme victory! Ready! Fight! Counterbreaker! In this age, triple! Triple! Solid combo! Awesome combo! Combo breaker! Triple! Ready! Fight! Combo breaker! Combo breaker! Combo breaker! Blaster! Lockout! Combo breaker! Ultra combo! Supreme victory! Ready! Fight! Monster! Combo breaker! Lockout! Lockout! Fight on! Ignite the moment. Ready! Fight! Combo breaker! Lockout! Monster combo! Hyper combo! Ready! Fight! Awesome combo! Lockout! Blaster combo! Ready! Fight! Lockout! Blaster combo! Fight! Quad combo! Triple! Triple combo! Combo breaker! Yo, yo.
Alright. So, you guys know the guy that I was just playing. I don't mean to like put them on blast or anything. Let me turn this down, sorry. Now, there's a lot of things that we don't like in this game. Especially when it comes to characters. There's a lot of things that I dislike, truth be told. But that's just the way that fighting games are. You're gonna face some opposition where sometimes you may think, it's happened to me, where a particular player would not necessarily be winning especially if they weren't using a specific character in a specific matchup. Now, that could also come down to like looking inside of you and saying, okay, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to accomplish? Right, that sort of thing. You have to do some inner searching yourself to figure out, and this comes with like perspective and like eventually, like I said, searching it within inside yourself to see if there's, you're doing something wrong. And it gets frustrating. It gets to be too much. I understand. However, that person that I was just playing that was using idle, like I said, I don't mean to put them on blast. I don't give a shit about that. But it's gonna be definitely like it's gonna come off that way regardless. Personally, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna laugh at somebody that's saying, specific things. In this case, by the way, hopefully mic check, mic check. My mic is working. Can you guys hear me okay? And this person also used to, I figured out some things within the idol matchup, at least with this person and a couple of others, of how to get around specific things, that sort of deal, whatever. Thanks, party. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Fine stuff. Now, as I mentioned, I did a little bit of searching myself, a little bit of lab time, just to kind of see where I may be able to overcome the challenges that Idol presents for Thunder. And you start to sort of be able to see the light about where a matchup should naturally progress over time. I remember Hologram at one point said that Idol was a non-factor for Thunder in that current meta at the time. Not the meta that we're in right now. Right? Trade combos, the community has come so far, even those that did not play fighting games prior to this, where you understand the concept of trades and what's going to be favorable. However, I digress. This particular conversation doesn't necessarily have to do with all of that. In extension, it does, but that idol player used to mock me. There used to be a point in time where I could beat them very well, and then I couldn't beat them. Naturally speaking, he probably faced other Thunders that were lesser, and he saw and he noticed some things that he could use against me. And it was a while. And I started beating him decisively, without a single problem. I typically never pay attention to messages, unless it's somebody that I know is sending me something. For one, because of the glitchy nature of like the Windows Xbox game bar thing, but the other thing being is that most people that send me messages, they send me text diarrhea, per se. Now, this specific person, at some point, starts giving me props for beating them, but I can tell that it's angering them. The gameplay is very telling at points. Right now, that's set. Fine stuff. I believe you were one of the few people right now that got to witness some of it. I can't really stream this because I don't even know how the hell to get game bar to show up. This person's actually actively deleting the messages as I'm seeing this, it seems like. I didn't even know that that was a possibility, unless it's lag. Counter or real breaker, only fake player real good. He would send little axe and lightning emojis, smiley faces. Do you field block stance? I don't know what the hell that means. And then today he sends me a message after I beat him in ranked exhibition. So I says, sure, let's play some exhibition. I'm down for that. I could use some more matches against Idol from my personal experience. And I think they won one match. Yes, they won one match, and I think it was the 5th match I was about to win, I believe. And their message reads, you need make reset to win. Useful combo. Reset is fraud. To which I said, okay. And then they sent me a message that says, I hate players. Hold on, let me snooze this ad really quick here. They sent me a message that says that they hate players, need make reset combo to win, use counter breaker or let's break you. But you don't have to, and I said, you know what? You don't have to like it, but you most definitely have to deal with it. It says, hate all you want. And they say, no deal. For some reason, they put a lot of C's in counter breaker is the real reset. Licky face. And then they say, you make reset to surprise players. And I said, if it's the best one, why are you losing to the current solution that I have for you? And they say, when you feel on danger situation, I prefer play players with who do not reset, plus Thunder make too high damages. I'm kind of... You know what? I want to say that I'm surprised. But truth be told, somebody that's played this kind of message right here, this kind of stuff, is definitely from somebody that has much, that is ignorant. And I don't mean ignorant with a negative connotation to it. I mean, I'm saying ignorant in the true sense of the word, that they are unaware of certain factors within fighting games, but in this case specifically KI, and the way the damage values work, the way that matchups may work, where you're fighting, you're going to use anything to sort of get the upper hand on your character, right? It'd be like me saying, don't use your instinct when you're using idle. You know, it's way too much. There's too much going on the screen. I'm lagging because of that. But this is definitely a person with much less perspective and a very narrow-minded view of the specific genre. To hate players for the character that they're choosing to use because they have a certain thing that they do or certain things that they can do. Granted, all characters are more than capable of resets, and I think, you know, within that reason, you should be able to come up with your own stuff to reset people. Indeed, Marty, this is definitely script codes. And I would upload this. I guess I could take screenshots of it, but I mean, I think I just find it funny still, even with my perspective of things. And this is not to say that I'm like, oh my god, he's high and mighty and he says that he understands this and things like that, because truth be told, there's things for me left to learn. These games, you never quite master them. You can get really, really good at them. There's no doubt. But the fact that this person decided to send this kind of message is quite funny. And like I said, it's not surprising at this point, because it is very much the scrub quote, as Marty put it, or ignorance, right, to what entails these games and how you can get the upper hand on your opponent. Granted, let me see, actually. Let's check a little bit of the tapes. I hope you fellas, you ladies and gentlemen, don't mind. But we're going to go back and we're going to check some of these matches, in fact. I'm going to see specifically where it is. But, so this was done. We're going to check even the ranked matches. Not that. We're just gonna kind of go through them relatively quickly here. We're not gonna really, I mean, I may stop here and there. But this was the ranked match. We're gonna see how many resets I actually put on. And it probably is a lot. I won't lie to you. It probably is quite a substantial amount. I haven't seen any flat out, like, blatant resets yet. Oh, by the way, they also did say that I use resets to surprise my opponents. I would say that's pretty accurate. To some degree. I can't surprise you if you're not surprised, right? Okay. So far, I mean, outside of the command grab, I mean, that wasn't technically a reset. I was doing that wrong. And the other thing is, like, I know that this is one of the people that comes in and watches my stream, which is fine. I don't plan on blocking anybody or preventing anybody from coming in to watch. Based on the simple fact that I don't give a shit about stuff like that, but... Okay. I mean... Technically, their grab is a reset, because it puts you in a situation where, is he going to grab, is he going to DP, is he going to jump over me? Okay, this is a shadow counter. Fantastic, he broke. He's got some PD, squared off, okay. Okay, we're gonna abuse the jump. Why is he using that so much? That's too effective against my character. Okay, that's a reset. Fair enough. Unless I missed something while I was jabbing away, I'm pretty sure that outside of combo breakers and stuff like that, there was no American reset there. There was no real true reset. But let's see. Let's check out match number 2.
Fight on. Ready. Fight.
That's a reset. That was a reset from them. In fact, he just took the PD away. Still got some PD. You gonna make good on it? Nope. I still have PD. Okay, we got some PD right there. But it's not a reset. I hate that button. That button needs to be reduced. That's technically, like, would almost be a reset had he jumped up and hit medium kick. And I wasn't blocking. That's not a reset. That would have been a reset. I haven't made good on that promise on that PD. The PD's definitely still active, but none of that was a reset. That was a good DP on their part. The danger of the technically a reset, chip out reset. That's a reset from them. The surprise from behind. The patience to wait for them to come in at that point. That was a reset. Still didn't cash out on my reset. There's gonna be a cash out right here. Okay. Okay, so I think he had maybe like 1 or 2 more resets, more than I did. It just so turned out that when I cashed out, it cashed out for more damage. Not because I was hitting him, but simply because it was catching on, he was catching on to some of the breaks, etc., etc. But an excellent match regardless. He had some pretty close. Okay, that's a reset. I mean, that's what that button's meant for. Nice DP. Excellent DP. Look at that. Reset. Boom. Oh my god. Okay. I'm not in any kind of danger, but I'm also in no rush. I have the life lead, and the time is on my side at this point still. No reason to get antsy on his instinct. Or sorry, not even his instinct. He's not even instincted yet. This is okay. I'm not taking any severe damage. Get a little bit of meter back. Okay. Reset? Oh no, that's actually a combo, right? He stopped jumping. I'm gonna give myself some props there. Well, that was an excellent read with that shadow counter. Fantastic. fantastic. So clearly they want to be away from me because, in their mind, I'm resetting them a lot, I guess. Those are resets, right? He just went for raw DP. He had meteor. I'm okay with all of that. I'm not okay with that. That sucks. And here we go. I was sure that crouching HP would have hit, to be completely honest with you. Alas, it did not. Reset. There goes your reset. I think that was what, one? I spotted one, two resets that entire match. Of which, by the way, he's blaming the resets on the player instead of holding himself accountable for getting caught in such resets, right? It stands, like, to reason that if you hate those things so much, you would do something to defend against them, etc., etc. Maybe this person does play other fighting games, and this is just his favorite one, but it turns out that this game works differently, correct? That was a reset while he was mashing buttons, I guess you could say. The reset didn't work there. I would have gone for extra damage. The reset failed there. Okay. Trying to close in the distance because he can be very dangerous with his stuff. The immediate break. That was an input error for sure. Somehow he did not punish it. There goes the combo breaker. And what a counter breaker. He sat down for that one, didn't he? This is a reset because of, I guess. No, it's just a cash out. That's not a reset. Mine hits before his. Had I gone into Shadow Command Grab there, it would have been almost curtains for them. I'm not quite sure what that was. Interesting concept. Jab, jab. And I believe that this is it. I still haven't made good on my promise, but that's okay. I'll make up for it one way or another. And the chip out for the win. I don't think that there was really anything that they could have done with that, even with meter. I mean, maybe they could have shadow countered. And gotten out of there, but it still would have been a very... The place would have to have been very perfect, for sure. Alright.
Fight on. Ready. Fight.
Wait, is this the same match? No, right? This looks like the same match. No. I wish there was an easy way to just pick the fights from there. But regardless, so far we've seen very little with regards to resets coming from Thunder. Okay, we're starting off the match a little differently here, trying to oppress with the jumps. Okay, don't jump at me. Boom. Put your hands back in your pockets. That was a excellent read and DP. I wasn't blocking. The gingivitis. We're hitting buttons right out of the gate. That was unfortunate. The combo breaker from up top. There's nothing that I can do about that except heavy. I think heavy DP might almost make it. There's one of them where heavy DP can actually get through the entire thing. I believe this is the match where he actually beats me as well. No fear. Quite the strange interaction with my DP. Okay. So I'm not seeing too much here going on in terms of resets. That was a reset. Caught him trying to hit a button. So this person is definitely hitting buttons on wake up or trying to at least jump. That was a late counter breaker. I'm kind of on the ropes here. Don't have very much to work with. And now he's closed in on me. The gap has been closed. We're trading. This is actually smart for him. I have instinct mode. And I don't want to pop my instinct. I made the mistake of blocking low right there. I don't want to pop the instinct when I'm that far because it's not as much of a threat as popping it from afar. Okay. That was match number 3. Let's crop this one out. We're almost there.
Fight on. Ready. Fight.
That's an unfortunate situation. I just did it. He breaks it.
Lockout. Lockout. Master.
What a rebuttal. There's a lot of crazy combo breakers on this one, I believe. So, I didn't see any blatant resets there. All I saw was somebody attempting to block with their face. What an anti-here. Standing immediate kick. Yes, there's a gap between those hits. That's a reset. Beautiful DP. I took a chance to jump. Did not work out, but I have the life to play with. I was blocking low. Trying to go for a grab. My DP did not come out. Actually, the combo breakers I think are in the next one, but he's dead here. And by the way, all of those taunts are friendly, but I think that this person is taking them extremely personally. Doing the same thing. Combo breaker. Tried to combo break. That's a reset. Still haven't made good on my promise though. That was supposed to be DP. By the way, for those who don't know, obviously, you decide to pop instinct on when somebody's about to shadow counter, you can have to shadow counter them. You can simply make them lock out as you're forcing, technically, you're the person to push a button while you're popping instinct. Only under certain circumstances with rollback, I've seen it revert back. But typically, that's a really deep cross-up. Look at these combo breakers right here. So I says, okay. Excellent pickup by Thunder at that point. Alright. Second to last match. And, fantastic anti-air. Beautiful. So. That medium kick is so devastating. Anti-air. Beautiful. I threw that out thinking he was going to run into it. This is actually, I think, the one where he bests me. He makes all the right calls. That would have been a reset had he not been blocking. Usually they're hitting buttons. Reset. Reset, I guess, of some kind. Reset gun? Okay. They like using heavies at that instant. I've noticed heavies and mediums. Okay. That was an excellent life bar. That's a W for Idol for sure. He gets the knockdown, he gets to do all of his shenanigans right here. I tried to go for command grab. That DP was ballsy of him. What a reset. Let's see, what does Thunder have left in the tank here? Okay. Fantastic counter breaker. I completely forgot I even did that. There's a very angry but meek gameplay style that the vibes that I get off of this person's gameplay. Great DP on the potential cross up there. Ballerinas. Abusing that jumping. Okay. That's gonna go straight through me. What a DP. Oh. Oh, that was the reset. Oh yeah. That was the rage quit right there. So, ladies and gents, I present to you like maybe a total of like maybe 12 resets, somewhere in over a span of multiple matches. Not too many to count, but too many to look into. You know what? As I've said in the message before, you don't have to like it, but you have to deal with it. And let's be honest, in some form or fashion, every character has a way to deal with resets. It's just a matter of seeing them time after time after time, coming to grips with what those situations mean for your character specifically, what you're capable of doing in those situations. Do you need to eat shit? Do you need to block? Do you need to respond with something a little, out of the ordinary? Unorthodox gameplay, for example. Very interesting indeed. But I figured I didn't want, like I said, solely bring attention to the fact that that person was getting like upset at the fact, but there's clearly ways around it, unfortunately, and that's for those of us that understand it, and some of us that don't. We don't understand the full breadth of what you can do in all of these situations. For example, when he was jabbing like mid-screen and I heavy DP'd and somehow it still got me, that's kind of one of those things right there.
Fight on. Ready. Fight. Combo breaker. Lock out.
Very nice. Okay. What sort of resets do you favorite to beat holding up? Compared to the hard knockdown, mediums into triple X feels a bit sad and unsafe on shadow counter. And if they are indeed holding up, tick throws won't work. So if they're jumping up, the thing that you have to be looking out more the most, as Thunder specifically, I would say, you always want to... The reason I wait between sometimes command grabs, I throw them out at like sometimes weird timing, right? And some of those weird timings are very close to each other. I kind of have it in my brain about how much, like I'm already thinking in my brain, I'm going to hit it at this exact moment where people either try to hit a button or where just right before they decide to jump. You have to know what your opponent kind of wants to do. But, and then there's going to be people that they're just unpredictable, right? So what I generally prefer to do is if in fact they're jumping, well, obviously you have buttons on the ground, grounded buttons that you can hit. And with Thunder, you have, and even with Jago, you have the option of a DP. Now, this is where it gets tricky. You have to be aware of, do they like jumping back a lot? Do they like jumping straight up? And you have a couple of options with Thunder. So you have Crouch HP, which depending on the character may be a good option, maybe not. But if they jump straight up, usually Crouch HP will knock them out of the air. still give you, you know, the advantage. And they're jumping back consistently. Um, medium DP and heavy DP will definitely hit too. Depends on the character, but also the jump arc, etc., etc. But I would say that if your DP whiffs, and you have to recognize this at least with Thunder, Thunder has the benefit of the doubt where my DP just whiffed. Or you can sort of tell depending on the angle, because sometimes you may just do it to be like, no, sit your ass down, come back. As soon as I notice that the DP is not going to hit, at this point I can recognize it before I even hit it. I do my light kick. Why? That allows me space, time to recover. And then there's those times with different characters where they're jumping and you manage to DP. Even if the DP whiffs, you can still stomp them back down to earth. And which still gives you some form of advantage right there on their back. But it all depends on the situation, kind of where the gameplay's gone over, you know, especially like over a long set, stuff like that. And it can get very mental stacky per se, because then you're the same way that Thunder makes you guess on buttons or command grabs, where the character might not necessarily be the best at zoning. Like, it comes down to, at that point, really guessing for both parties. The DP isn't really even that devastating unless they hit a button in the air. So most people, I want to say about like 90% of the time, maybe Shadow Jago, but no, more often Jago I've noticed is that people jump up and they want to, if they don't do just an empty jump, they do jump into HP, which, depending on the timing of the DP, may or may not work. And it's only one hit, unlike Shadow Jago. Shadow Jago, I think more than anything, like, you have to be patient with him as Thunder, because Shadow Jago does have some things that are, you know, a little more reliable than Jago, for example. So, yeah. And sometimes I won't lie to you. Somebody jumping away from you is not necessarily the end of the world. Yeah, it sucks, especially when it's checkmate situation. You have to stay on top of your enemy, even if you don't want to. But I would say more often than not, chasing behind somebody who's trying to do unpredictable stuff is, depending on the player, let them go. You live to fight another day. There will be definitely other opportunities. I've noticed that people like jumping forward when Thunder has Crow's Dash or Instinct. I started applying some, just to make sure, like, I was still doing it for a while, where I'm gonna run behind you. But then I started switching it up to where I'm gonna dash backwards away from you, because I know you want to jump away to be safe, much like Thunder, DP into light kick. Those sorts of things. So typically, yeah, you want to be aggressive with Thunder, but I think the right way to play, especially in this meta, where you can never be too sure about what your opponent may or may not do, I want to say that it's going to come down to just being patient with yourself and being patient with your opponent at the end of the day. There's just no denying that there's people doing way too much crazy stuff that is going to end up bad in a situation for you where you're going to throw away, you know, a potential life lead. If you already have the life lead, there's almost zero reason to chase them down like that. And Thunder can do that relatively well, depending on who he's fighting. But it's adopting the mentality of kind of like, for example, you find stuff. You're playing zoners. Now, me personally, I don't think that Kilgore versus Thunder is insanely bad, especially as much as that set proved to be. I think that there's some things that I need to fix in there, and yes, there's shit situations for Thunder, but equally shit situations for Fulgore, or Kilgore, sorry. So I think more often than not, especially like Kilgore's bullets don't do any chip, it's annoying to keep getting hit by those. And I was being very belligerent, thinking he's gonna stop doing this. He's gonna stop doing this, right? Rockets into straight shots. But it's a trade-off that sometimes as Thunder or grapplers in general, you're using your life bar like you use your shadow meter, for example. You're gonna have to take those hits, like without a doubt. There's just no way around it. You cannot be afraid, especially as a grappler, of the consequences of your actions to a certain degree. You kind of have to take those trades and at the same time build off of your opponent's mistakes to, for example, stay near you. When they want to stay near you, when they think that you're at your most vulnerable, you want to take full advantage of those things. And I don't want to say that staying near Thunder is a mistake. All I'm saying is that there's going to be situations where Thunder is much scarier when you're in his face. Truth be told. I think Thunder is fairly oppressive in the sense that if he has enough offense reads to vortex you off a single stomp hitting, it's hard to stop and using that as a game plan. I mean, yes, and it's one of those effective game plans, right? Where you have those things about him that this character is made to be strong up close. There's no denying that. You just, like I said before, you kind of have to deal with it. Same way that Thunder has to deal with zoning. You have to make certain decisions based on what your opponent is doing to overcome these things. The game plan of somebody staying away from you as Thunder has to shift significantly, right? I don't know, Mr. YouTube. You quit every time that you're in here. Yeah, Thunder's definitely very strong up close. I don't know how this person is enjoying this game. Just not playing and just... then just quitting out. Kind of crazy to me. Don't quit. Play. I can tell you like the game. You keep coming back. You know what? This is a top example of Reset City scrambling. And he feels himself 24/7. He's the hottest shit in town in his mind. And you know what? I'm not going to take that away from him. He likes to troll. He likes to do unorthodox stuff. Some of the stuff that he does, even though it's in his mind, I think, for comedy purposes, just seems to work out. And that's okay. Yeah. Exactly. A lot of overhead resets. I don't like resets from this character. That was a light. That was a light break.
Lockout.
The magic of KI Rank.
Fight. Lockout.
A lot of lights. Okay. Nice. I think I'm dead off of this. But yeah, even somebody like Scramblin is very overcomable, I think, after a certain point, as is evident in like anybody, like in any results. They just tend to do very weird stuff that seems a little out of like a loose, like a screw is loose or something. Nice. See, look at that. Non-meaty button. Oh, here goes the classic lag. That's okay. Nice. I thought I would catch him on the way back. What he was actually trying to do there, he was trying to circumvent Delayed DP. It's not very safe. You can still get DP'd out of it. It depends on the distance. But yeah. Without a doubt. I was trying to keep my meter for shadow counter, which they never went. They never went for a flat out teleport into what's it called? Teleported to overhead. They're very aware of their situations, I guess. And they tend to jump quite a bit at very awkward times. And they mash a lot in some of the situations. So I've been looking for like a alternative way with Thunder to kind of keep him. If I mash my own jab out of that thing when I'm close to him, he will wake up, grab, or just DP nonsensically. And it's not for me to understand the way he plays, right? That's the way that he plays. At least until it makes sense in my head. Just jab checking, the blade dashes would be probably that it's some. No, you know why I don't jab? Because they can cancel in DP. And to DP, they have a that, and also they can backdash, kind of like Saberwolf can. Saberwolf can punish you for jab checks after blade dash, or sorry, whatever the hell his move is. Damn, this person left and came back that quick. That's insane.
Fight on.
All that boring.
Fight.
Meaty DP? Absolutely. Meaty DP is a classic. It's happened to me several times. I've definitely been on the receiving end of many meaty DPs. It's like, you're waking up? Watch this. Boom. And it does catch people by surprise, because it's like... It's a comical interaction. They're like, there's no way this person just DP'd me on Wake Up. He's not going to do it again. Yo, that is insane how quickly this person is getting back into the game. Or they might just have like an on-off switch. It's not like full core DP hits you for 27% or anything, so they're never doing DP, you're wasting the jabs. Right, which is, I'm not wasting any jabs, I'd rather prevent myself from getting mixed to the ground, which is something that did not happen right off the bat. Because of that, I understand where you're coming from, trust me, I've been there, I've done that before. More often than not, it doesn't work out for Thunder very well. Yeah, there's no block button in here. I'm assuming that's what they're trying to press. I'm making a strong assumption that that might be a thing. Indeed. You know what, maybe they're ahead of the meta. Maybe they're picking up the rhythm and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna do trade combos, bro. I don't need the block when I make the right decision. This person was kind of like Storm 1 at one point. The person I played that idol with. At one point, and then they kind of stopped messaging me.
Lockout! Awesome combo! Shadow counter! Solid! Combo breaker! Solid! Combo breaker! Combo breaker!
That's unfortunate.
One step closer to flushing out Ultra Tech.
Fight! Solid! Lockout! Awesome combo! Quad combo! Brutal combo! Lockout! Awesome combo!
Nice.
Lockout! Beastly combo! Ready! Fight! Lockout! Hyper combo! Lockout! Extreme! Lockout! Lockout! Counterbreaker! Monster combo! Ready! Fight! Shadow counter! King combo!
Nice.
Combo breaker! Combo breaker! Ultra combo! Awesome victory! Ready! Fight! Lockout! Combo breaker! Lockout! Lockout! Extreme combo! Lockout!
Lights. Okay.
Beastly combo! Fight! Lockout!
Oh, that sucks.
Lockout! Lockout! Counterbreaker! Lockout! Counterbreaker!
GG's.
Monster combo! Extreme combo! Ready!
I should have do command grab.
One step closer to flushing out Ultra Tech.
Command grab should have saved me, but it was like, I guess maybe rollback caused Shadow Triplex to come out. I knew they wanted to do that. I saw the setup for it. Crouching.
Fight on.
Wow.
Ready. Fight. Brutal combo. Brutal combo. Combo breaker. Combo breaker. Lock out. Combo breaker. Lock out. Insane combo. Ready. Fight. Lock out. Monster combo. Solid. Awesome. Lock out. Supreme victory! Ready. Fight. Combo breaker! Lock out! Lock out! Awesome combo! Lock out! Lock out! Shadow counter! Extreme combo breaker! Lock out!
Nice.
Beastly combo! Ready. Fight! Combo breaker! Combo breaker! Triple! Combo breaker! Combo breaker! Ready. Fight. Lock out. Massive. Lock out. Solid. Combo breaker. Combo breaker. Lock out.
Nice. I was getting a little too cheeky with that. Too cheeky. The safest option seems to be for them that forward advancing hand slap.
Fight. Combo breaker. Brutal combo. Solid combo. Combo breaker.
Nice. Oh, that sucks. Him trapping wolf normals? You know what? You might be right about that. You have to let him know that you're willing to do that, but yes, you might be right.
Awesome victory!
Luckily, that person did not force me to not have to do those things. What do you do, Prime Stuff? What do you do against Wolf? Give up breaking and piano 3 strength to DP on his resets. Okay. That sounds like a pretty solid game plan. I would say never give up on breaking him, but...
Target spotted.
Ready. Fight. Lockout! Shadow counter! Lockout! Extreme combo! Triple combo! Counter breaker! Beastly combo! Ready! Fight! Lockout! Solid
Belligerence. Between the slide and dive kick, zoning wolf isn't usable. He doesn't have super active buttons, so kill word spot dodge can get a bit silly. Yeah, I feel that. Yes. Silly stuff. What's up, Spider? I don't believe I've ever seen your name in here before. Refresh my memory. What's up, Adam? You're new? Welcome, welcome. I'm glad to see that there's still new faces coming in here and there. Just as a quick rundown, I use the grappler character, so to speak, in this game. But, yeah, I hope you enjoy your time on the game. This game is awesome. That's not good. Oh shit. Is Thunder Grappler or Dragon Punch? Food for thought. I don't know. A little bit of both. I used to play this game a lot. I mean, Smile. I plan to pick it up again so you may see me. Oh, hell yeah, I did. Okay. I play real silly right now. Real silly. I didn't, you know what, I don't think I've ever seen you on ranked, but I've taken my breaks too. But this game is, as you know, pretty goddamn fun. No. My name was Young Ro when I used to play. I think maybe I remember that. That sounds somewhat familiar. What is this, bro? That was fine stuff. I have a question for you since you play this regularly too. Do you run into silly shit like that? I'm kind of curious. Is it the meta? Is it what people are like doing to circumvent things? People just randomly doing like dive kicks behind you? You know, which I get somewhere in there, like, it's to help get around what you're doing. That being said, it seems a little silly. Huh. You know, I wouldn't doubt it. Have to admit. You know, there's just times where it doesn't seem deliberately random, you know? For lack of a better term.
Fight on. Fight. Combo breaker. Combo breaker.
Nice.
Lockdown. Combo breaker. Lockout.
Nice.
Shadow counter. Brutal combo.
Lights. Oh, man. Are those all lights? That's crazy. That was a lot of lights. Can't reward shit, I think. Doing shit, but you have to be very careful because the caliber of player. This is true. This is true. This is very true. That's funny.
Monster combo! Combo breaker! Lockdown!
I mean, I can definitely say that within the realm of what I'm doing, some of this shit seems pretty stupid. Pretty fucking redonkulous. Short bus. But, you're able to vary your pace and playstyle well, so applying mind games with risk reward in mind, you are probably a great player. This is true. Very true. Yes. Where are you headed to right now? So you're not going to stages? What time are you gonna go do that? Are you dropping stuff off with grams or no? Groceries? Okay. Well, yeah, no, I'm here. Let me know when you're gonna be home and all that stuff.
Fight on!
Well, no, I'm talking about after like you come back from Deja's.
Ready! Fight!
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, in that case, I mean, that's fine. Just be safe. I am. The lady says hello, stream. She says if she wasn't driving right now, she would say hi herself. Don't tell the lady I'm getting smoked. She would get jealous. For sure. Fine Step says to not let you know that I'm getting smoked right now. She knows I get smoked. There's a lot going for, let me see. You're able. There's a lot going for him, that environmental stack torture, so I would have playing a worse option a few times. But they had his one chance, their Linker and Shadow Grab Oki are ridiculous, so they should be the core goal to it. Intrude. One chance breaks. Ah, just jumping out, holding up. Good job.
Another victory, yes, but there is always another battle.
Throw Linker into DP Ender is kind of dumb. I really need to do it more. Don't tell the lady he's getting smoked. Yes, she knows I'm getting smoked. She's also very... The lady's also very supportive. So, I'm just letting you know that you do also support me. Quite a bit. She says she finds it extremely sexy when I play this game. I don't know why. What'd you say? You're breaking up on me. What'd you say? Oh, yeah.
Fight on.
Super sexy, apparently, guys. Sexy with a super. Let's see. We're gonna try something here. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. I'm not gonna block. Let's see. It's so funny. Damn, he's ready. So this is part of the actual meta, like completely playing like you just don't care. I see that that's part of the what's it called? The meta. Do really dumb shit. So one of the things is that when you play against somebody that like you played for a while, and then you're not paying any mind or like playing their game. It's interesting because they're like, you know, they're like, what the hell's going on? Let me crouch block. See? And they're like, I'm gonna waste my meter. God damn it, woman. Just standing still, crouch blocking. It's so funny. Get in this corner. Come on. There's a form of mashing that's taking place. Look at him. He's trying to do the same thing. Let's see. What time is it? It's time for me to what? It's time for me to get a watch? Alright. One last game, guys, and I gotta call it because I'm a little warm in here. But as always, I appreciate you coming through to watch some KI. Alright, I promise I'm gonna pull full investment into this match. This is a hard matchup for Thunder. I got those. No. Okay. Not having the block. I think they could have done Shadow Baller and they would have caught me. Yeah, they could have done that.
Supreme victory.
I don't believe it was actually meeting you up. He's like, I'm tired of your shit. Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Could have had a whole baby 9 months. I just noticed that. Ladies and gents, that will do it for the time being. Once again, fine stuff. El Señor Marty, Spider, everybody that came in here, came to chill out, hang out. Appreciate you. With that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one.